Radio check. Radio check.
Radio check.
Yep. Okay, so sorry guys, I've just found out that I was not actually no one could hear me during qualifying. So, wow, kind of embarrassing, but it is what it is. The best part is still to come, the race, and yep, looking like it's going to be a good one. Can anyone stop Babs in first? And I will redo a shout out for a birthday in the house, which is Slayer Hearts. The Kicksauber driver is celebrating his birthday here today, starting 12th on the grid, and hopefully we'll be able to push up and challenge for some decent points here at China. One of my favourite tracks. Actually just won here in career mode. It's the only race I've done this year so far, and yeah, one of my not one of my favourite tracks, but one I just seem to do well at. So we'll see who will take the lead in the championship here tonight. It is round one, obviously. So yeah, let's see what happens. We should be getting going any moment now. And here we go for round one of the Late Breakers Club here at China, and we're off. We have got a Red Bull on the Bab. Oh, okay, I see what Bab is doing now. Okay, so he's going to do a last to first. So Bab's out. Okay, I don't know what's happened there, but Bab is out. So but, wow, Lethal Strike is up to first. Lethal Strike is up to first. However, he runs wide out of turn 5 and is down to second. Down to second. Now, let's have a look at the tyres. Everyone's picked mediums or hard. Oh, on the inside there. What a line there by Lethal Strike as he lethally passes Rico. But there's contact between them, Aston Martin and the Williams, and I definitely think that's going to be a new rear wing for Rico, who started on the hards. Let's hope not, but they are now down to 9th. I know it's changing constantly, but wow. We've got Lethal in 4th. The McLaren's 2nd and 3rd. Gags has got a 10 second penalty for corner cutting. Wow. So let's have a look at these position changes. Venom is up 3 places. 6th for Rendog. Brams a second up on the two Ferraris. Biggest loser so far, Slipstream. Hopefully he has taken control of his car. Did Truckman get into the lobby in time? Yes, he did. Fantastic. No, he didn't. Him and Slipstream both have been unable to take control of their cars. So let's watch this. We've got a decent battle for fourth. Did Rico have to pit? No, he didn't, thankfully. Maybe he might be nursing some damage there. I'm not sure, but it did look like he took some. Let's see, has he got the end plate? He is missing an end plate, but hopefully that won't disable him too much and get him back up the field as we go into lap 2. We've got Bams out in first, followed by the two McLarens who are keeping within DRS range of him as we go towards the first DRS section, but Venom has really utilised his DRS to stay within that second. We did have one driver needing to pit, J-Joe Lancer, picking up damage that probably was unable to be nursed. Not quite sure when that happened. Hopefully the Kickstarter driver can get back into it. But we've got the two McLarens here. Will Eddie be able to get Lethal Strike in 5th? He's got the line and flies past the Aston Martin as if he isn't even there. But that was a little bit wide. The Aston Martin sitting behind him. He knows he's going to get DRS now. And Eddie runs wide as well. Can Lethal Strike get him? He has. Yes, he has got him. And Eddie utilising a lot of the DRS there for that move and now running very low. But Gags has got past Decay and up into 6th. Zima down to 8th. But still 6 places up on his original position. So now, and two McLarens firmly on Brams's back. So we go around the tight twisty part of Sector 2. So easy to make a mistake here and cost you. Rico down to 11th now, really struggling to manage that damage to his front wing. Is it going to be a case of, I know it's a long pit stop, but is it going to be a case of pitting to try and get back into this? Or I guess maybe waiting for a safety car. And coming down again, will either of the McLarens think to make a move on the Ferrari? Doesn't look like it. I think Venom is quite happy sitting behind the Ferrari for now. Lethal Strike 1.8 behind him, and not many DRS trains here, but wow, the smoke there behind Decay. Slayer Hart coming into this now. He's in 10th and he's catching onto the back of his DRS train. Birthday Boy already up 2 positions. We've already lost Bab. Big surprise there. Don't know quite what happened. Maybe he had to go. But wow. So, oh, Venom has made a move for first and has made it. Stick, he has got past Bams. I'm going to presume that happened into turn 1 with the DRS straight. What can Venom do here? Bams has got a decent amount of DRS behind him. And we will shortly be going into, oh wow, what a view there. Love this aerial view. Lethal Strike, can he get within DRS range of his battle? It's going to be tight. He's borderline a second behind the McLaren. It could be down to pure and simple this turn. I think he's going to have it. We will find out in a moment. Will the Aston Martin have DRS? It does not look like it. Nope. But he is. Bram's just happy to sit on the back right now. Let Venom utilise his ERS to defend. Will he make a move for it into turn 1? Lethal Strike now will, if he continue at this pace, will be within DRS of Rendog, who is dropping. They must have made a mistake there. Oh, what a line there! I thought there was going to be a collision between Venom and Bams. But this has definitely allowed Rendog back in, and Lethal Strike is on the back of him. Hey mate, how are you? Thanks for tuning into the stream. We've got some good action here for first place between the Ferrari and two McLarens. Oh, very sorry to hear about your connection issues, dude, but I hope you can enjoy the stream watching it instead. Now, can Bams... Is he going to make a move? He's not utilising any else. There we go. On to overtake. He's going to move to the inside. This is going to be a very easy move here for the Ferrari, as long as he can get into the corner. Oh, Rendog running very wide there. Has that? Oh, and Lethal having to correct himself to avoid a connection there. Now, I must admit, Slipstream, I was thinking that you were going to have a decent race, and with the retirement of Bab as well, it was like, it could have been some decent points for you, but hopefully we can get them sorted out for next week, and you'll be back flying in that Alpine. Your teammate is in 5th. He's got a 10-second penalty, unfortunately, but very much, and we've got a bit of a battle shaping up now. Gags has got past Eddie. Remember, earlier in the race, Eddie was battling Lethal. J-Joe Lancer has gotten the fastest lap with a 1:34.687, so he's pushing, and his tyres aren't going to be much fresher. It was a lap 1 pit stop, so he's pushing. 20 seconds behind Rico. Rico really feeling the effects of that lap 1 collision with Lethal, all the way down there in 12th position and dropping. Definitely getting some lag here off of Eddie, so I'm going to sit off of him. But we've got first through fourth in a DRS train down the back straight. Venom has got a little bit to defend with. Does Bams look to make a move? No, he does not. He's quite happy to sit behind the McLaren. So we come through to the last corner. McLaren Ferrari, McLaren Aston Martin. No big change. Looks like they're quite happy just sitting like this for a while and pushing the gap out over the rest of the field. This looks like a decent battle for 7th. We've got JP in 7th. Slayer, Heart and Decay is right on the back of Slayer. Can he look at an inside line here? No. So Slayer holding on to 8th on his birthday. Oh, that was a bit of a slip there out of turn 4, and now Decay right back on the back of Slayer. He's going to look down the inside here. No, he does not. But Slayer now out of DRS range of JP. He's going to need to work a little bit here to get it back on. No change here. Okay. We've got here Rico really struggling with that front wing. At what point? I mean, he's going to be running these hard tyres for at least 15 laps. So let's hope he can have a really good second stint. Because I would say this has probably cost him. I mean, the gap to the leader. He's 16 seconds behind the leader, I think. Oh, we've definitely got some movement here. We've got Lethal has got past Rendog. And up into 3rd. First race for the Aston Martin driver. Cheers, Slipstream. Doing my best. But Bram's right on the back of Venom here. And all Slayerheart's got past Carter, has got past JP into turn 1. So he managed to get back within DRS and get past the Ferrari driver. So Slayerheart, birthday boy, up to 7th. Wow. I was not expecting to see that a lap ago. We've got Smartica right on the back of Zima. Zima having a decent race here when he said he didn't think he would do too well. 10th out of 13 active riders, but he's got Smartica behind him and he's holding well. Where did Smartica qualify? Smartica qualified 6th and Zima qualified 14th. So yeah, doing a very good job here in terms of raw pace holding off the Mercedes driver. Got Rendog now out of DRS range of Lethal Strike. Is this Gag's opportunity to now catch Rendog before the pits come about? He will have to serve his 10-second pit stop in the pits, unfortunately. But Bam's just a 10th there behind Venom. Enough, but is he going to make a move into turn 1? Set on board. I think it's a bit too far back. Wonder has Rendog picked up a little bit of damage there. DeQuay being one of the first driver to pick up 3 seconds for track limits on lap 9 here in China. Let's have a look at that wing. Wings are all fine. Cool, good. But I'm not interested to see what Gags can do now. Now that Rendog is not running in DRS, can Gags now catch up to him? I think that for me is the interesting one. Slayerheart now has that second over JP and is pushing. I mean, once Gags pits, he's going to be in 6th. So we've got Smartica on the back of Zima. I think JP has got ERS there. Can Eddie? Looks like he's dropped quite a bit back there. It's amazing what 6/10 looks like on this track. But yep, Gags is closing on Rendog. The gap's down to 3.8. And don't think we're going to see any action there. A little bit of a DRS train developing behind Card Elf. We've got Slayerheart in the pits. He's coming in. He's going to be putting on the hard tyres, the first driver to pit for a natural stop, like i.e. no wing damage. Oh, we've got Lethal Strike starting to close up on Bams. Oh, but does lock up there. That was a very late break in from the Aston Martin driver. All smart, got right on the back of Zima. Didn't go for the move into that turn. Oh, JJ Lancer is out. JJ Lancer is out. Is that a pit lane retirement? I think it is. I think that's a pit lane retirement. So now down to just 12 runners? Yeah, 12 runners. If you count Slipstream and Trotman as ghosting, so yeah. Wonder why. Anyway, getting back to the action. Oh, got a nice little bit of a DRS train here behind JP. He is dropping decay though. And oh, this is hotting up for first look at this. Wow, so Venom Goat takes Bram, so does Lethal. Is Lethal going to make a move up the inside? No. But could he hear Venom has gone wide? And he's right on the curb. There's no contact, but Brams does get second back from Lethal Strike. Now the question is, who's going to get the undercut? When are the guys going to decide to pit, and will they get the undercut? Obviously the DRS is strong here, but how much time are they losing based on the battling? We've got a yellow flag. That is Decay. Is that Decay? I want to say yes. Yeah, looks like Decay has... There might have been a collision there, maybe? Has Cardiff pitted? Can't be sure, but it's looking like we've had a few drivers drop there. Unless they've all pitted, but I don't see that have happened. No. So Slayer and Cardiff have both pitted. Yeah, Slayer pitted earlier, Cardiff has pitted. Decay is not that far ahead, so yeah, I think he's messed up, allowing Zima and Smash goes now past Zima. Okay, cool. But getting back to this battle for first. Bam's on the outside of Venom. He's going to have the inside here if he can keep the line, which he couldn't. He chose to defend against Lethal, which does make sense. Drivers now starting to pit. When will these guys decide enough's enough? Rendodic is in. I think he's hoping to utilize the fresher tyres to get to that, to get back up to this DRS train. Gags up to 4th, but he will have that 10-second penalty to serve. Mentioning lines here by Bams, and that has cost him a bit of time. He's now got Lethal Strike right on his rear wing. I think Lethal Strike was thinking about it there, but thought better of it. Heading down the DRS straight. Can Lethal get a move done here on the Ferrari? He is harvesting. Really harvesting there. Oh, but Bams runs wide. So did Lethal a little bit. Eddie has got past Gags. I guess the question is it now time for these drivers on the mediums to come in? And Gags has done. He's the first of the front runners to do so. Top 3 still sitting as they were. We got JP on the back of Slayer. Now, can Gags get out ahead of these guys? I don't think he's going to. He's still serving that penalty for the corner cut. Rico still... No, Rico has pitted. No, he's not pitted yet. He's still on the hards. He is on the back of Rain Dog. So, still got this decent battle for on track 9th place, but there are still drivers ahead to pit. Will JP be able to get the move done on these straights? Lethal Striker's pitted. Lethal Striker's pitted. He's going for the undercut. I'm very interested to see will Rendog get... I don't think he's going to be anywhere near the Aston Martin driver, if I'm honest. JP, that's going to be ambitious. Thinks better of it. Rendog is coming through. How close is he going to be to this Aston Martin? It's going to be close, but not close enough. However, I think once this forms up, he could have done what he needed to. What tyre is Lethal on now? They're both on the hard compound tyre. Smartka now up to third. Venom is down to second. Bams has got past him halfway through this race thus far. Excuse me. Okay. Who's going to drop? Oh, so Venom is actually on the hard tyres. They're both on the hard tyres, so both of these guys are going to go a little bit longer and then switch on to the mediums, I imagine. Is Venom going to make the move? He does force Bams into a slight error. Bams picks up a 3-second time penalty for track limits. When are these guys going to pit? Neither do. They're going to go another lap. Can Bams get that first place back? He's going to hold for now. Different braking lines there for the two drivers. And he holds it now. Rendog 1.1 behind Lethal Strike. Gags down in 11th. Rico, when is Rico going to be? I'm surprised he hasn't already, to be fair. And Slayer Hart and Eddie Dust battling through turns 1 and 2. Who's going to get the preferred line? Slayer Hart is a bit of a touch there, but nothing untoward. Slayer Hart up to 7th. Lethal Strike closing up to Zima, still to pit in the Racing Bulls. As is Smartka, who's now 7 seconds down the road from the driver he was battling earlier. 22 seconds behind the leaders now. That should be enough to take first, but when Venom and Bams do pit, they're going to be on the medium compound tyres, which will be faster. Now, how quickly? Wow, just around the outside of Zima there. What a line there by the Aston Martin driver to get past Zima. He's going to have DRS as well, sorry. Here comes Rendog. Nope, he didn't. I don't think he got it there. But he will have it here. Surprised to see these hard compound tyres drivers going so far. But Brams is in the pits and he has been leaped by both Rendog and Lethal. But Slayer and Eddie still battling hard to turn 1 again. Rico finally in for his pit stop. I do wonder if Rico hadn't have got damage, would this have been his race? I feel like long term that was the wrong decision to make, managing that front wing. It's now put him down dead last, 9 seconds behind Decay, but I imagine on these medium tyres with a good front wing, that will be, he will be able to catch that up. Now we've got Rendog still behind Zima and Lethal Strike pulling away. Oh, Slayer getting a little bit out of shape there, and this is also going to allow JP through. He's going to have the inside line. Who's brake first? JP stays behind. But we've got Bams right on the back of Rendog. Rendog got really stuck behind Zima. 2 seconds down the road now to Lethal Strike. And Bams gets that move done. Venom is in the pits. That would be the Alpina Slipstream that's ghosting. Slayer Hart picking up a 3-second penalty for time ones. I'm imagining these are going to start coming in now. Bams 1.8 seconds behind Lethal. Venom, they have both, have they leapfrogged Venom? They have, but Venom is going to be ahead of his teammate. He is Rendog, so Smartka still to pit. When he does, I imagine he's going to come out at about 9th, 10th, along with Gags. But he will be on the medium. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3. Who is that? It's Rico. A nightmare day for the Williams driver. But Rendog, not able to keep the pace of these leading drivers who are catching up to Smartica at an astounding rate. I'm wondering if Smartica is looking to go onto the softs, because he's going to need to take these hards to about lap 20 to do so. Well, apparently a purple sector 2 death from Venom. He will have DRS on BAMS. He's a brand new medium, so this won't be a fastest lap, but a yellow flag. Is this going to be Rico really struggling with these medium tyres? I don't know what's going on with the Williams driver today. Smartica is in Bram's fastest lap and has taken... Nope, he hasn't. He's still sitting behind Lethal Strike. Brams does have a 3-second time penalty to contend with, so he needs to get up the road. Could we see a championship leader in McLaren? And I think constructors wise, yes, absolutely. So in Counter-Strike is going to have to change that, but the battle for first is definitely hotting up, and Brams needs to get a move on. Harvesting was Lethal Strike. I think very shortly we're going to see a DNF from Rico. Is he heading into the pits? He is. I imagine this is going to be the Williams driver signing off. Oh, there's contact there between the Ferrari and the Aston Martin. I'm not quite sure who's going to get DRS there, but one thing I do know is Venom is going to capitalise from this. They've both got compromised lights, and Venom up the inside of Brams, he's going to have DRS without a doubt, and he's going to get past Lethal Strike, no problems here. So Venom from third to first, Lethal from first to third. Now can these two drivers pull away on the fresher mediums? Venom defending the inside line perfectly there. But, oh, Brams is getting... Oh, there was contact there, and... Venom did a brilliant job to save himself. I thought that was going to lead to a spin there. Brams now down to third. The battle for fifth is hotting up. We've got Slayerheart and JB right behind Eddie. And Gags and Smartica fighting it out for 8th. Some decent battles here on the track today. 11 drivers remaining here, 9 laps to go. But Venom, is he going to get out of DRS range here? If he does, I'm not sure. It's going to be close. Lethal Strike did have second, but I don't think he had the second. He didn't. So Venom has dropped him. If he can hold it, Lethal Strike goes to the inside to defend, but Brams just sails past him like he wasn't even there. Did this give Brams the EOS? No, it did not. No, he's got some work to do. Rendog still firmly in 4th. Oh, got a little bit out of sorts there into that last turn. Thankfully, it didn't cost him too much time. Just 9 laps to go here, including the current one. So Smartica making those mediums work for him, holding off Gags only 5 seconds behind this battle for 5th. Can the Mercedes driver catch up to JP, Slayer and Eddie? Can these guys work together to do so? Got Zima and Decay as well. Not been a great day for the Haas driver. He had a couple of spins earlier on whilst battling for 5th. And Zima around the outside of Decay. Venom going on for a very aggressive line to avoid Brams getting the slipstream. But its opening pack is starting to edge. Now Brams really needs to work on getting Lethal Strike out of his DRS, because I mean that's got to be worth, say, at least half a second lap. We've got Zima has retired, and it's a safety car. It's a safety car. Lethal Strike into the pits. We're going to see drivers changing onto softs. That is for sure. There will be a Delta lap. So, but I think we're going to see some drivers coming in and changing onto these softs. I can't imagine drivers are going to get held. They shouldn't be getting held, should they? It must be Delta. It's still got to be Delta because his lights aren't on. He's going to pull over now. I know he should be. To pick up a driver that early. No. Okay, wow. So these two front drivers of Venom and Brams have, I hate to say it, been screwed. Now, it does mean... Oh! Okay, Brams was definitely on the grass there. So, this has gotten interesting. So, what did Lethal go on to? Medium. So, he's put on a fresh set of mediums. Okay. Sensible. The hards do wear like crazy. Even under safety car, it's still going to be a few percent a lap. I think the mediums was a smart way to go. Did anyone else pit? We had quite a few pits there. What tyres did they change onto? Not a single driver going onto the onto the softs. Interesting. Okay. But Smartica trying to keep his tyres warm. This has just gotten very interesting. Obviously, Brams has got that 3-second penalty. I guess my question will be, I imagine it's going to be safety car in next lap, because last lap does count. Brams has pitted. Is he looking to put on the soft side? I imagine. He is going medium as well. Okay. I think at this stage I would Decay off the track in the last turn. So that's going to allow Brams out ahead of him in 9th. So just going to take a couple of minutes break, guys. We will be back shortly. I imagine this will be the last lap before we get going with the post safety car, where we're going to have 6 laps of racing to go. Check the penalty status. Slayer and Brams both for 3 seconds and Decay with 6 seconds. 10 drivers left in this race. So safety car in this lap. So So Venom will be de facto safety car controlling the pace. Lethal Strike on brand new mediums. I know, so like the drivers who were on mediums, I think they had only been on them for about 5 laps. Yeah, I mean Venom 5 laps, Smartica 4 laps, so it's not much difference, but this will help the Aston Martin driver rather than the older hards. And he only did lose 1 place after Brams pitting. So we're going to sit on board with JP, currently sitting second. Only driver on tyres older than 5 laps. So how long can he hold off? And Venom has gone early. JP takes that corner aggressively, but that was definitely going to be track limit. Smartico as well. He's going to be on the back of JP. Lethal. It's on the inside of Smartica. Thinks better of it, but he gets the inside line. Oh, I thought that was going to be a collision with JP there, I thought. Rendog down to 5th. Gags and Slayer. Eddie is off. Eddie is off. So Gags, Slayer and Brams and Decay all up. Eddie down to 10th and did I just see another car? That was Rendog. Rendog losing it through turn 5 and he's down to 8th. This battle between Smartica and JP. Wow. Oh wow, Gags really having to get off the throttle there. This is some, and the Ferrari of Babs just comes out of nowhere. There's been a bit of contact there between him and his teammate, and there's been a lot more contact there. I'm wondering about Brams' front wing. That's not going to be looking pretty. Smartica, oh my god, wow. I'm wondering what does Brams' front wing look like. It's got to be destroyed by the amount of collisions there just were. We've got Venom and Lethal Strike pulling off into the distance, but I want to see, does he have any end plates? He's missing 1, okay. So that is going to affect him. Gags very much on for a podium here now. Slayer in 5th, JP 6th, Smartica 7th, Rendog 8th. What an opening lap this has been after the safety car restart. I want to sit on board with this battle for on the track 3rd, but Gags doesn't have the penalty at the moment. A lot can change in a few laps. Actually, Cardell for Smartica are battling hard as well for 6th place. Rendog catching up to this battle as well. He's going to be fuming at himself. Earlier on looked like a top 4 was an absolute certainty, but now just can't be sure. Oh wow, what a view there. I think Rendog is going to need to get something done sooner rather than later to hopefully be in contention for a top 4 again. But it's not impossible. Lethal Strike is catching up to Venom. 1.8 behind now. Gags does get past Brams. And Smartica past JP. And Rendog past JP as well. JP really feeling these tyres. Now can Rendog, I think this is going to be a good battle between him and Smartica. Decay getting onto the back of this as well. Only a few seconds back. Gag setting the fast lap by 1:33.904. I think this could be an interesting battle for the podium. Gag's fastest lap, Lethal catching up to Venom. And when you're this close to a win, I can be sure he's going to defend with his life as Venom. But Lethal is catching. He is. And I think it's going to be, if not this lap, next lap, he'll definitely be in DRS range. Very solid line there. The gap is down to 1.1. He has obliterated his ERS, but what has he got to lose? He's in within DRS range now. Can he hold it? So we head down. Venom didn't get DRS. That's the point. He must have made an error in that chicane, but he will have it now. Slightly compromised line there, but he does have it. Gags will be defending hard from Brams and Slayer Hearts. 3 laps to go here. We've got Smarticus starting to pull away from Rendog. Very different lines there for the two drivers. Rendog going very tight on the inside, Smarticus going wide around the outside. Both good lines. Every driver has their preference. For me, I'm Rendog's line, but it does take your tyre wear. Obviously at this point, not really worrying about tyre wear. New tyres for both of them relatively. 5 laps for Rendog, 8 laps for Smarticus. And I want to get back to this battle for first. Now, Gags has caught up 4 attempts to Lethal in the last lap. Lethal will have DRS this time without a doubt. Can the Aston Martin driver get the move done? He opens his rear wing. He's just sitting behind. He's harvesting. I think he's waiting for the last lap, but will that give Gags the opportunity to catch up? Gags is defending heavily from Bams, who's driving brilliantly with that busty front wing. Oh, Lethal around the outside? No. Wow, I thought that was going to be an amazing move, but he's got the inside line into turn 1. He's hot lapping it, and he's got the move done. Lethal has got the move done on Venom, and Gags just now 1.7 behind this battle. This is it for Gags. I think he needs to get a move on if he wants to challenge for a higher podium spot. Three-second penalties for Brams and Slayer would still see them holding their 4th and 5th as well. Do you think Venom really struggling to hold Lethal, who's hot lapping it? He will have DRS, but for how long? Lethal has made that pit stop work for him. He doesn't have it. He does not have ERS. Slayer Heart picks up a 3-second time penalty that could potentially drop him to 7th. The last lap, we've got Gags just 1.7 behind Venom. I don't think it's going to be enough. I don't think we're going to see a change in top 3, but Slayer going for the move up the inside of the Ferrari. It was ambitious, but no contact. The Ferrari forcing the kicks Albert wide. And that penalty for Slayer could drop him from 5th to 7th. They're battling hard, this Albert and the Ferrari. But I think the top 4 are settled. It's going to be a podium for Alpine, McLaren and Aston Martin. Brams in 4th. Aaron managed his front wing damage brilliantly in the latter part of this race. But Lethal Strike, he started in 4th. It looks like, as long as he doesn't mess up this corner, which he doesn't, the Aston Martin driver is going to come across the line and take the win here at round 1 here at China. And he has done it. Lethal Strike takes the checkered flag for first place. Venom second. Gags third. An amazing recovery drive from the Alpine driver. Brams takes 4th. Slayer 5th. What happened there? Rendog takes 5th from Slayer. Smartica just a 10th behind. I don't know what happened there for the Mercedes driver, but he lost about 3 seconds in that last lap. And as quickly as it's coming over the line, it's finished. We will run down the drivers. We'll see the podium celebrations. Slayer Hart, birthday boy, picking up driver of the day. And here is your podium here at China. We have got Lethal Strike taking the checkered flag, Venom second, and Gags third. What an end to the race that was. What an end to the race. Congratulations to all of our drivers today for racing and for finishing. We've had some incidences, but once again we see Aston Martin on the top of the podium. Wow. Let's run down the rest of the grid for you guys. What's going on here? Don't know why it's taking so long. But my apologies guys, it doesn't seem to want to let me here run down, so I'm going to do it off of the screen. So we're going to have Brams in 4th, Rendog 5th, Slayer Hart 6th, Smarticus 7th, JP 8th, I think. JP 8th, Brams 9th, and Eddie 10th. Yeah, Eddie 10th. Perfect. So that's that, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in for round 1 here of the Late Breakers Club season. I am Pete W. I hope you've enjoyed the commentary, and we'll see you all next week. Take care. Have a good one, guys. Bye.